I wanted to share a lovely mathematical pattern that can be investigated with children in Key Stage 2. To start off with, children will need to understand the terms sum and product. I'll not talk through this in depth, but I might show children an example, give them an example for them to complete. And then it could lead into exploring this pattern. So I could say again to children, what do you notice? And we notice that the pairs of numbers have a sum of 16. And then look at those same numbers and the product. And then notice that the product decreases each time. Now, that could lead into using a question like this one. I think of two numbers. The sum of my numbers is 12. The product of my numbers is less than 30. What could my numbers be? Now, of course, you could explore this in a different number range. So here's an example. And we have the 3 correct answers in this instance. And then we note that actually 4 multiplied by 8 is more than 30. And then noting I don't need to carry out those calculations because I know that they will be more still. And so taking this idea further, we could look at pairs of numbers in this instance with a sum of 20, and noticing again we have this decreasing pattern in the products. But then also, if you look in detail at this example, notice that we can see 11 times 9 is 1 less than 100. 12 multiplied by 8 is 4 less than 100, and so on. And the pattern in the decrease is a pattern of square numbers. Children could look at another sequence. Does that still apply with a different example, or is it only in this example? And then they could use that, for example, can they use this knowledge to derive the answer to 21 multiplied by 19, or even 22 multiplied by 18, and so on. So lovely open-ended opportunity for exploration. Now, a similar idea we could explore using one of the IC problem-solving lower Key Stage 2 tasks. I usually launch in with this example. What's the same and what's different about the calculations? And children making a prediction. Do they think that all the answers are going to be the same? Or maybe all different answers, or maybe some of the answers will be the same. And then we explore why, in this instance, all the answers are different. And that could lead into the task. So position the digits 3, 4, and 5 to make the product as large as possible. Now, normally children start thinking about where they should position the largest digit, the 5. And what we come to talk about is, well, where should the 3 be positioned? And we normally hear the 3 should be in the ones. Well, which are the ones values? And we notice the ones value of the 2-digit number. And then we say, okay, from here, which will be larger and why? 53 multiplied by 4, 43 multiplied by 5, or will they be the same? And then again, I can show the visual representation to show why the product is larger for 43 multiplied by 5. Then in this instance, this could lead into the explain or the extend tasks in this IC problem solving task. A great one to explore really interesting outcomes.